Now, unfortunately for the Seminoles, they weren't able to compete in the March Madness tournament due to the tournament being canceled because of the coronavirus outbreak. And for the Rattlers, they weren't able to compete in the MEAC tournament because of NCAA violations. I'm Bobby Rondil in Tallahassee, News 20. Now, even though the Seminoles have received a double bye heading into next month's ACC tournament, they still must focus on what's ahead. 2 of their next 3 games will be on the road. Bobby Rondil in Tallahassee, News 20. Now, for the seniors on this Rattlers team, they will graduate never having beaten Bethune-Cookman in their collegiate careers. In Campbell World Stadium, Bobby Rondil, WANM 90.5. So right now we're here at the Railroad Square Art District in Tallahassee, Florida. And if you go behind me here past FAMU Way, you'll be at Al Lawson, home of the Florida A&M Rattlers men's basketball team. And now if you come this way and go past Gaines Street, you'll be at the Donald Tucker Civic Center, home of the Florida State Seminoles men's basketball team. Now both of these teams did something unprecedented this season. They both managed to go undefeated at home, even though they're a mile apart. Today we're going to take a look at both schools' head coaches and see the respect that they have for each other. The Florida State Seminoles men's basketball team had a season for the ages. Led by head coach Leonard Hamilton, they finished the year as the ACC champions and went undefeated at home with a 16-0 record. Head coach of FAMU men's basketball, Robert McCollum, spoke on the excellence that Coach Hamilton and the team has shown this season.
Well, first of all, Coach Hamilton has done just an extraordinary job. During the duration of the time that he's been at FSU, from the time he's just turned the program around, the foundation that he laid, the culture that he's created, such that he's been able to sustain winning.
Not to be outdone, the Rattlers had a great year as well, as they managed to go undefeated at home for the first time since 1989 with an 8-0 record. For head coach Leonard Hamilton, he is not surprised by what Coach McCollum has managed to accomplish.
I'm not surprised at all. He's done a great job. He's a student of the game, and I'm very proud and respectful of the fact of what he's doing. And he's going to continue to keep improving Florida A&M's program.
Not only does Coach Hamilton have respect for Coach McCollum and what he's done at Florida A&M, he also has a special connection with him that many do not know about.
Well, the thing about Robert, people don't know this, when Robert was an assistant junior high coach in Birmingham, Alabama, and I don't even remember what year it was, I invited him to come and work our basketball camp at the University of Kentucky. So I've known Robert for many, many years. Now, unfortunately for the Seminoles, they weren't able to compete in the March Madness tournament due to the tournament being canceled because of the coronavirus outbreak. And for the Rattlers, they weren't able to compete in the MEAC tournament because of NCAA violations. I'm Bobby Rondil in Tallahassee, News 20. The Florida State Seminoles men's basketball team is riding high after securing the #1 spot in the ACC after their win against number 11 Louisville. However, with the season winding down and the conference tournament coming up on March 10th, the question is, how far can this team go in the postseason? For FSU head coach Leonard Hamilton, he is making sure to take it one game at a time.
So we still got a lot of amount to climb. We want to keep doing what we're doing, not try to pick up momentum, not try to get down, don't get overly excited. We just got to keep grinding to see, how far we can go.
The same message of not looking too far ahead is also preached by the players as well. Forward Patrick Williams expresses the motto the team uses in order to not lose sight of the moment.
We have a lot of mottos on this team, but one of them is win the day. So whether it's practice, whether it's treatment, whether it's a game, you just got to go 1-0 for that day. And we feel like if we keep building 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, and in the end we're going to reach our goals and accomplishments.
Even though the Seminoles have the best chance to win the conference tournament with the #1 seed in the ACC, it won't mean much for their chance in March Madness, since 5 of the last 6 national champions all lost in their respective conference tournaments. Now, even though the Seminoles have received a double bye heading into next month's ACC tournament, they still must focus on what's ahead. 2 of their next 3 games will be on the road. Bobby Rondil in Tallahassee, News 20. It was a rocking house this past weekend as the Florida A&M Rattlers took on the Southern University Jaguars in a packed house at Bragg Stadium, which set the school record for the largest crowd in school history for a non-homecoming contest. It was a back-and-forth game, but the Rattlers were able to pull out a close win over their longtime rival by a final score of 27-21. Head coach of FAMU, Willie Simmons, spoke on the importance of the game.
Great game. This is why you come to FAMU, to play games like this.
In a game of such high magnitude, all eyes were on FAMU quarterback Ryan Stanley, who has struggled in some big games during his collegiate career in the eyes of some fans. but in this game he was able to prove doubters wrong by throwing for more than 300 yards along with 2 touchdowns and breaking the school record for completions. But Stanley says his job is easy with all the weapons around him.
Coach Simmons puts it on me a lot and just says drive the car. I got all the weapons around me like a Zende, missing Chad and all them, but I got Zende, Zay, some backs in the backfield. I just have guys around me.
This was an important win for the Rattlers, but with this being only the 3rd game on their schedule, this was only one of the first of many tests for a team that is expected by many to be one of the threats to win the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. The Rattlers will now go on the road to face Norfolk State in their first conference game of the season. This is Bobby Rondil, News 20.